Welcome back to the show, everybody. Street Fighter 5. That's a video game. At least I think so. Last time I checked, it was a video. And that's just me. I don't know if there's been any updates about a video game that does stuff but doesn't technically do anything. Because if we're going to be honest, at this juncture, I'm still waiting on whether or not I need to buy Kage as a character. As someone who treats this game like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all on the cheap. Am I spending $6 on this character? How are y'all gonna fill in the other side of that character select screen? Hopefully the answer is Free Dan Hibiki, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Unless you're really going to go stupid dumb with this and then make Ogre or something. I don't Oni, whatever you call that damn character. Is there a character called Ogre in Street Fighter? Am I just making that up? No, wait. Okay, I'm getting things confused. There's a Mugen character named Ogre that's an Akuma edit. That just happened. Anywho, honestly, the only reason why we just gathering this up in a little digest right now, because there are a couple of things since the last time we covered this, is that there have been some things that have come and gone in Street Fighter that we're going to take a look at, things that are here that I am really excited about, and a thing that I'm really excited about that's currently going on in Street Fighter right now. And we're also going to take a lot of Capcom Unity. We're going to take a look at the latest blog post, because there's something happening next week that you may want to be made aware of because of all the stuff that's going down. So I got everything that you need. Uncle Triple gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it. So, how am I gonna do this? Because I have a plan, but I'm trying to figure out the. Never mind. We'll just do what we always do. Because see, when you do what you always do, it always works. Because it's a working thing that you know works. So you know what works? Yeah, Super Duper for Magic Box. Your girl and mine. Always bringing you the CRACKCOCAINE. Always bringing you what you need. She always come when I call her. She always got that crack when we need it, man. We love Stupid Dumb Monkey Magic Box right here. You know what it is. So, we're going to take a look at a couple of trailers. Because, like I said, there is a thing that we didn't talk about at the time. We talked about it, but at the time there wasn't like a little trailer thing for us to watch about it. And two things that I'm definitely excited about. So, if you give me one moment, give me one moment. I'm going to make some small adjustments. I'm going to make some small adjustments right here. So, I think that should be A-okay. That should be perfect for adjustments. I'm looking at the other screen, so don't mind me. I'm looking like it's kind of weird. The light does that when I'm moving from one screen to the other. I find it kind of strange. I'm not gonna get into that. Look, focus here. So let's take a look at what Street Fighter 5 got for us, and then after that, we're gonna do a little more adjustments, and then we're gonna get over to this Capcom Unity work and see what's going on with Street Fighter 5 for the next couple of weeks. So with all of that being said. Now, activating Street Fighter 5 Season 4 dash, we still don't know what's going on with this video game. .exe. Yep, the red Cyclone, the Geef outfit, which was part of Fighting Chance, a couple of months ago. So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you got that when it was good, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, here we go. It's the work, kids. See, this is the path of my destiny. I've seen this. This is the one thing I've wanted from this video game. This stage, like, think about it like this, because just so you know, this isn't just iconic because of its representation in Street Fighter Alpha 2 for it to be in this game. On top of that, it goes to show how much Street Fighter 2, the movie, and we're talking about the animated movie of Street Fighter 2, which brought us not only the stage, but Violent Ken and a whole bunch of wonderful things, including Chun-Li in the shower. Look at that, look at that. The thing is, you may want to know something about that. This is a replacement for that one stage, an alternate version. Ooh. Oh, the work is here. This is already in the streets right now. The OG Zeku I can't even, Mukuro. I would think of his Japanese name. That's the boy Kenji. I'm like, yo, if y'all took a look at my other video when we talked about the Capcom Home Arcade about why Red Earth needs to be on something, It needs to be this. The thing is that we are not quite done with Red Earth because of what we are about to take a look at. Just trust me. Just trust me. Super Duper Movie Magic Box Man, thank you so very much. I do appreciate that. And let you go away. So, you give me a moment. I'm finna set up some work real quick. So, now that we've taken care of all of this stuff, we've done this. I'm just gonna close that out because we're not gonna do that anymore. Is coming to you live from the land of Google and Chrome. It's Google Monk and Chrome, baby. This is Google Monk Chrome. Let me pull it up on my side. Let me pull it up on my side right here. Yeah, take a look at the top. It's a whole bunch of work coming out today that has something to do with things that we are definitely going to take a look at today. So feel free to speculate, because at some point within the next 72 hours, I'm going to get every single thing that should have been done 72 hours ago. But hey, we do what we can. Look, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition free trial, Breath of Fire 2 content, sales, and more. So, if you already don't own this video game, there will be a free trial from April the 23rd through May the 5th for both the PS Quadruple and the Steam. I was about to say Nintendo Steam. That was about to come out of my mouth. I'm willing to, on live on camera, I was about to say Nintendo Steam. And I'm glad I caught myself, but we talking me more about me saying it actually coming out of my mouth. So, let's go through this blurb. You curious about Street Fighter V, but haven't gotten your feet with no homo. Now's your chance, because we're hosting a free trial beginning on April 23rd at 3 p.m. triple the guide time. But you can download it at 11 a.m. triple the guide time. And April the 24th, and somewhere that's not America. And running through May 5th. May 5th, what? They missing something there. It ain't at some point on the 5th or something. I could do the stuff for Universal Block. Not gonna. Free for the free trial. A PlayStation Plus is not required to download and play offline, but it is to play online. I learned that lesson the hard way earlier today, but we'll take care of that too. For PC user, the Steam client is required for the trial. All the initial content from the original Street Fighter V and the modes in Arcade Edition are all included for free. So, you get all the Season 1 characters. Okay. So, yeah. As we said, all the 16 original characters are included with the game or playable in the free trial, including people you know. As the former 4 fan-favorite DLC characters will be free during the trial, being Akuma, Blanca, Juri, and Monarch. Okay. These 4 characters will only be available in ranked, casual, battle round, training, and challenges. For those who already own a video game called this, and now have not acquired either one of these characters, they'll be unlocked for you to play during this trial as well. And if you decide to purchase any of these characters, you get to keep the progress, similar to what they did with Sakura and kind of sort of with technical Cody, but you know, it's what it is. So it's gonna have arcade mode and versus mode, challenges mode, and training mode. Okay, this is what I want to get to. Here's a fun fact. I love me some Breath of Fire. I didn't see this coming. Because, see, when we were going with Red Earth, I really thought that Falk was going to get a Tessa costume. That's what I thought. That Juri was going to get the Mei Lin costume, that she was going to get the Tessa joint. This is even better. This is even better because this fits her a lot more. This fits her a lot more than a Tessa would. Because I was using mainly staffs, you know, you go with Tessa's wand or whatever. But there are other characters who could just dress up as her no wand or whatever if they want to do it like that. But this is a striking outfit as Cat though. Because Cat is my girl in Breath of Fire 2, no lie. Like one of my favorite music of all time is the battle music they play the first time that they fight each other in the arena. Just dope stuff, but I ain't played Breath of Fire 2 since I played it on the PSP, so I probably need to go back and go play that. But yeah. Anyway, randomly while this is on my mind, Ryu with the Magma Dragoon costume win, because I think I have to do that every now and then. So this will be available. This is the next joint up after we get through with Zeku. So once we get through with Zeku, we'll be hopping right into this Cat Falk costume, and you can also get some Breath of Fire music. I read through this already, but it doesn't state what music is going to be her all the background music from Breath of Fire too, so it could be anything. So we'll have to wait to see that. If you ain't get the OG Bison costume from a while back. You know what I'm saying? They did a run back of that, so they really. I'm like, the one thing I do appreciate, and I will say this as we get into the rest of this content, is I appreciate the run backs that they do with content, because a lot of people miss out or things like that, to give people the opportunity. I wish there were more ways to access repeats. I really think that using Fighting Chance to be like, well, if I miss this orb or whatever, I will buy an opportunity to fight that orb and make it cost more, because you pulling something out of its normal rotation versus when it come back and it costs less, because we haven't had nothing that's the third time around yet, so who knows if it's going to drop down further in fight money, because what is fight money to this game, because you can't earn it no more. The Bison dollars are inert, you're damn straight. Anywho, okay, the Capcom Pro Tour DLC is back, you know what I'm saying? So the 2016 stuff is still $10 as it's been the past couple of years. The 2017 dropped from 25 down to 15, and last year's dropped from 20 down to 15. So usually things are like sliced in half, so for it to be knocked down $5, I guess. But it doesn't state whether or not this stuff is going to be going back into the Capcom Pro Tour or the Street Fighter League or whatever the hell it is they doing with this stuff. But if you didn't pick it up before, you can now. I will say this though, just on some Uncle Triple finna school you with some quick math. When it comes to last year's CPT DLC bundle, you can still buy the stage for $10. So if you were looking at the stage for $10 and wasn't sure, for $15 you get everything that is the CPT DLC. So think about that math and keep that in your rules. Okay, costume bundles. Okay, I read through this, and we are going to skip talking about this because we're going to actually talk about this because I've got some issues here. Okay, to start with, if we take a look at the Capcom costume bundle number 1, most people, if you played the game weekly and logged in, you would have 5 of these costumes. You would have all the Monster Hunter stuff, and you would have Arthur, and you would have Bison's, what is that character's name? Because I'm not gonna scroll down and look at it, and you're gonna sit here till I figure it out. Thank you. Astaroth, thank you, Head. Thank you, Astaroth. There we go. So there's that issue. So it's like, given that when it was the Darkstalkers bundle, when I didn't have no money, I think the Darkstalkers bundle was like $7. And the Nero costume for Ed and the Dante costume for Ken are like, what, $4 each still, because you can buy them. So 7, 11 characters, one of those Capcom, one of those Darkstalkers cost $4. So rebuying content you already have for $19.99 isn't bad. I do hope that even though they don't mention it here, because still on the store, that even though they have bundles, that you can buy things separately. So that'll be interesting to see if these things will be brought separately, because I'd much rather not buy content I already have because I'm willing to spend money than buy a whole bunch of stuff that I already have and things I don't need. When it comes to this Ryu thing, because we looking at it, is that I appreciate the bundle because of, I don't know, let me see. It got the Jin Saotome joint, you could win that. The Arthur joint, you could win that. The Mega Man is something you have to pay for, but I got a feeling that's going to be a bundle in a minute with Mega Man Ryu, with Roll Casket Sakura, with who, what Gutsman Balrog, and Rashid Airman. So at some point, I got a feeling that's gonna drop. I forget what year his Bishamon costume is. I forget what year his Bishamon costume is, but I got a feeling that's probably in a Halloween pack. Because the weird thing is, when it comes to like certain other packs, those things aren't released as packs, but you can still buy them as individual characters. Here's a fun fact because this is on my mind. And because we're going to get into Chun-Li. If you notice, you got both the B-boy and the B-girl costumes. No, just for a fun fact, there are actually two versions of those costumes. One of them is the Red Bull tie-in, and the one that they sell is not. So the only way you can get the Red Bull tie-in is if you were playing a game in Japan. But I think your Japanese family are able to have both versions of this costume, which I think is the weirdest thing in history. But at the same time, though, we're still missing a whole color set for every character in the first season of this video game because of volcanic editions. But, you know, will Capcom ever release their content anywhere other than Japan? I have no clue. But I figured that I would say that. It got, because it got his school uniform in there, the Capcom Pro Tour joint. I don't know if that's much of a deal because depending on how much you play the game, is that you can get costume bundles with that stuff elsewhere. So just depending on how you get down and how you want to nitpick how you do or whatever, maybe. When it comes to Chun, it's like just know, because I did the research on these, none of these costumes are part of the Akiman set. So if you bought that separately, none of these will cross over. What? June was a weekly. We talked about the B-Girl joint, her Capcom Pro Tour stuff from the jump. We got the school uniform, her professional stuff. Like, a lot of these things can be found in other costume packs. So if you have, like, most of this stuff, like, a lot of these costumes don't really do you no good. Like, in general, period. Because, like, a lot of these things are costumes that are already on in other packs. So it's hard to really look at this stuff and be like, well, I'll purchase it, but because thereof. And it's like, I don't know. So think about that. Like, make sure that if you're going to dive into some of these costume bundles or whatever, make sure you know what you want. And make sure that you may have to make a duplicate purchase. But make sure you ain't spending too much on a duplicate purchase on stuff you already own. That's the point. And we talked about this stuff. The Monster Hunter bundle, the Devil May Cry bundle, and the Darkstalkers bundle. So, like I said before, just to repeat it, the Devil May Cry stuff in the Darkstalkers bundle is probably the only thing that most people who play this game on a regular basis will be looking at and trying to buy this bundle. But I'm hoping that that they put the Devil May Cry stuff, they even though that this bundles and stuff, that they bundle them, that they have them separately, so you're not sitting up and spending more money. Because what I'm finna buy 3 Monster Hunter costumes I already own. What I'm finna buy 2 more Ghost and Goblins costumes I already own. Why isn't there a Princess Prin costume? I don't know. Stuff. But yeah, the free trial for this game is 1 way a week. Oh, we've been at this for a minute. I was just checking to see what time it was. So, to review, these are costumes. This is stuff. This is a guy. That's kind of hot. And stuff. So, that was it. That was it. That was all. Bring it back to me, and let's get official. Alrighty. So, mission 1 complete. You now know that Street Fighter doesn't really care about you or your money. So I ain't saying it like that. They bundle the stuff up. It's pretty cool, but it's kind of weird how bundles come in and out. That for real, honestly, that's the one thing I do not like. Especially because I want those Resident Evil costumes, but yo, I had to pay a bill. So by the time I got my money ready like to buy it, it was gone. Like, once you have a bundle, keep it up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you have a bundle, don't wait for Halloween. That if once Halloween passed, give it a month or 2, then put it back up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's still costumes missing. You can't get yet. Like, the Halloween costumes from last year ain't up yet. But I have a feeling they'll be up at some point this Halloween when they do Halloween stuff. But they should really take advantage more of just having this stuff available. That you don't have to front push it, but if it's a way for it to just be at the store of, you want these Halloween costumes, you can have them at the low price or whatever the hell it is. And then you just wait for a sale if that's what you do. Regardless of that, we've got more show for you. We've got plenty of show. So, take all this information, dump it in your noodles, make some choices. Depending on how this thing is broken up and if anything changes, we may come back to this once the free trial starts and see what bundles are, because we got the tech, we can take a look at it live in Street Fighter 5 to see what the bundles are, to see and to really like do some math for real. So if there's a want and need for it, let me know and we'll get that popping off. But look, like I said, bang. Yeah. Look, regardless of that, we've got plenty of more show for you, them, and they. You know who I am. You know who I'm rolling with. You know who bringing you the CRACKCOCAINE Entertainment's #1 dope man, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. We've got plenty of more show for you. I really mean it. I really mean it. Right after these commercial messages. No, seriously, more show for you after these commercial messages.